Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 19, Verse 21, translation. The personality of Godhead said, "O my dear king, even the entirety of whatever there may be within the three worlds to satisfy one's senses cannot satisfy a person whose senses are uncontrolled." Hare Krishna. So devotees who are comfortable, they can turn on their videos. Okay, I identify Vallabh Nimai Prabhu. Hope you are fine, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Happy to see you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. We had Chaturbush Prabhu also. Is he here? Okay. So this verse is very wonderful. Lord Krishna, in the form of Lord Vaman Avatar, Lord Vaman Dev, he appears in the arena of Bali Maharaj, the sacrificial arena. And Bali Maharaj, seeing him gets inspired to offer charity. That's one of the qualities of Krishna. His beauty is an impetus to offer service. So Bali Maharaj wants to offer charity to Lord Vamandev. So he requests Lord Vamandev, "Please ask me what you want." And Lord Vamandev says, "I want 3 steps of land, my 3 steps of land." Bali Maharaj laughs. He said, "It seems you are not experienced in begging. You're not a good beggar. I am Bali Maharaj, the master of the 3 worlds. I can give you kingdom, I can give you planets, I can give you riches, I can give you beautiful women, I can make you a king, I can give you fields. I can give you enough that you don't have to ask anybody else in your life. But you are inexperienced. You are asking only 3 steps from me. That to your steps, which are more tiny. So ask for more." So Lord Vamandev, he responds to Bali Maharaj with very nice verses. The first one we read today. I encourage you to read the few next ones also. Where he says that, "My dear king, if my senses are not controlled, I will not be satisfied with the 3 worlds. And if my senses are controlled, I'll be satisfied with 3 steps." Indirectly, he's telling Bali Maharaj, your senses are uncontrolled because you have 3 worlds, still you are doing this yajna to be more powerful and expand and maintain your kingdom. There is sufficient in this world for each person's need, but not sufficient for even one person's greed. Greed means the more I have, the more I want. Not satisfied with the present quantity. I want more and more and more. That's greed. The spirit soul is Satchit Anand, eternal, full of knowledge and bliss, full of happiness. But by some miscalculation, the spirit soul comes in this material world and gets this material body. This material body as well as the material world around us is not Sat, not Chit, not Anand. It's Asat, Achit, Niranand. Temporary, Asat, not eternal. Achit, ignorance, not full of knowledge, full of ignorance. And Niranand, there is no happiness. But the soul is Satchit Anand. Soul is made of happiness, and body is made of gross and subtle material elements which do not include happiness. The universe is made of matter which doesn't include happiness. So it's an incompatible situation. So the soul inside the body wants happiness, wants joy, wants enjoyment. So the soul is looking for sense objects by which the contact with sense objects will give the experience of happiness. We have 5 senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. And for happiness, we are looking for something beautiful so that I can see with my eyes, something tasty so that I can taste with my tongue, something melodious sound so I can hear with my ears, something fragrant so that I can smell with my nose, and something soft or pleasant so that I can touch with my skin. With the hope that if my senses come in contact with sense objects, I will be happy. And why I have to be happy? Because that's my permanent situation. Sat, Chit, Anand. Anand, I want Anand. The soul is Anand. So the soul wants Anand. So this attempt that senses come in contact with the sense objects is called sense gratification. Why we are doing sense gratification? Because the goal is to be happy. That's the point. So we come to the material world and we are looking for sense objects to be happy and satisfied. But it's not working. Since millions of years we are in the material world. Please raise your hands. Is it working? Are you happy? No, it's not working. Birth, death, old age, disease. There's no happiness. But then if it is not working, still why do you try? It didn't work yesterday. It didn't work last year. It didn't work last few births. It didn't work last millions of years. Still I am trying today and tomorrow to be happy. That's called illusion. The pig thinks tomorrow if I get morning fresh stool, I'll be happy. That's illusion. Can stool have happiness? Anybody here thinks like that? Stool can have happiness? But can you convince the pig? No, you cannot convince this theory to the pig. Okay, what about pre-stool? Gulab Jamun. Can Gulab Jamun have happiness? When I take a Gulab Jamun and put it on my tongue, as soon as it touches the tongue, the contact, I experience happiness. You all must have that experience. But is that happiness? No. It's an illusion. It's not happiness. It's no different than pig thinking I'll be happy by fresh stool. There's no difference between these two. The illusion is same. The product is different. The illusion is same. Anybody here knows the recipe for Gulab Jamun? Please unmute and tell us the ingredients. Anybody who's cooking? Yes, Gulab Nimai Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. As I know, the mawa, maida, paneer, and ghee and sugar.
Okay, mawa,
Some maida,
maida, paneer,
paneer, and ghee and sugar.
ghee, sugar. Okay. We have Namrata Mataji also. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
You want
Krishna,
to?
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji, it's almost the same. The khoa and little maida, we use milk powder and deep fried in ghee with sugar syrup. We can have dry
Okay.
fruits as well.
Okay. So we got bona fide information that there are 6 ingredients: mawa, maida, paneer, ghee, sugar, dry fruits, and fire also. There is fire also. 7 ingredients. So when you make gulab jamun, you add mawa, you add maida, you add paneer, you add sugar, you add gulab jamun. Do you add happiness? Is that part of the ingredient? No, no. So when I have that item gulab jamun in my hand, I have a combination of mawa, maida, paneer, sugar, ghee, fire, dry fruit. I don't have happiness in that. That's clear, right? Everybody? So then I take it and put it in my tongue. What comes to me and my tongue is same: mawa, maida, ghee, paneer, fire, sugar, etc. Happiness doesn't come on my tongue, but I feel happiness. That which was not present in the product, how did I get? From where did this happiness come if it was not present in Gulab Jamun? So that's illusory happiness. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, my dear devotees. No sense object contains happiness. It is a big illusion that I think that if I go to this mall and purchase these 5 products, I will be happy. Arey, my dear Prabhus and Matajis, the very owner of the mall who has in stock 1 lakh products is not happy with those 1 lakh products. How will you be happy by taking 5 products out of that 1 lakh products? The owner of the mall just should close down the mall and be happy whole life, no, with 1 lakh products. No, he'll be happy by taking it out. And we think I'll be happy by bringing it in my house. So the sense objects do not have happiness. The feeling of happiness, the experience of happiness we have is illusory. What is happening is in our heart, there are desires, unlimited. There's a list of desires. And one of the entry in that list is called eating Gulab Jamun. So when I put Gulab Jamun in my mouth, that entry is checked. Just like in the morning, we have task list. And in the evening, 3, 4 are checked, we feel happy. We feel happy that 3 tasks are checked. In the same way, the mind has a list. And one of the entry in the list is eat Gulab Jamun. So when you put Gulab Jamun in your mouth, the check happens and the mind is happy because of the check. The desire is fulfilled. And this is the dynamic list. As soon as the check happens, a new desire is developed. 1 more Gulab Jamun. So you get 1 more and you eat 1 more. Second Gulab Jamun, you again feel happy. Again a check happens. Again happy. Then a third desire is developed. 3 Gulab Jamuns. Then you take the third one and you put it in your mouth. Again you are happy because again the third check has happened. Then the 4th happens, 5th happens, 6th happens, 10th happens. After that, the mind doesn't get the 11th desire. Maybe get after 4 hours or tomorrow. Now, 11th Gulab Jamun, if your friend gives you, you say, no, no, I don't want. The friend says, no, no, take. You say, no, no, I don't want. Now, if the friend gives you forcefully, there'll be a fight. You'll be angry. You'll not be happy. Same Gulab Jamun. You'll not be happy. Because there is no list, no entry in the list. It doesn't match. No reconciliation is happening. After 24 hours, the entry will appear. Now you'll be happy to eat one more Gulab Jamun. And again, the sequence will start. You're with me? So happiness is not in Gulab Jamun or any sense object. Happiness is when the desires are fulfilled. When the desire is fulfilled, I become happy. When it's unfulfilled, I am unhappy. This is illusion. Now, if we analyze our life, how many desires we have generally? Unlimited, infinite. And how many get fulfilled? Very few, finite, negligible, 1%, 0.5% out of all the desires. So only 1% we are happy, rest 99% with unfulfilled desires, we continue to be unhappy. It has nothing to do with sense objects. Please understand. It has to do with the entry, with the desires. If I have many desires and less are fulfilled, which is the case, I'll be unhappy most of the time. And that's the reason of our unhappiness most of the time, because we have unfulfilled desires. One who has all desires fulfilled, he'll be most happy person. But statistically, that is not possible in the material world. So in order to be happy, either I fulfill all my desires. It's not possible. So the second option is to have less desires. So then there'll be less unfulfilled desires. And I'll be more happy. And the best option is no desires, no material desire. Anya abhilashita shunyam, that's pure devotee, 24 hours happy, because no material desires. So when you have no material desires, you have no unfulfilled desires. So it's a default, all desires fulfilled, because there are zero desires. So all desires fulfilled. Null set, so you'll be very happy. So this illusory happiness which we are chasing doesn't make sense. It's like some boys play with football. They are on a big ground and there's a ball and there are two teams. I don't know, 10 or 11 players are there, 22 players. And there's a net. And their whole purpose is to kick the ball in a particular location. And if they kick the ball in a particular location, they are very happy. And if it goes 1 centimeter or 1 millimeter outside the location, even though they kicked it, they are unhappy. Who in the world gets benefit by kicking a ball at a particular location? Nobody. Who got benefit by you kicking a ball in the world? Nobody. But still they keep on kicking the ball to a particular location and they call it goal. And after such a hard work of 20 minutes of kicking, if it goes even 1 centimeter away from the net, they are sad. Make a bigger net, you'll be more happy. No. Or purchase some 20-30 balls, give one to everybody, go home, Papa, take one ball, do whatever you want. But no, they keep fighting with one ball, kicking at one particular location. And when it goes to that location, they are very happy. Such an illusion. Nobody got benefit by that activity. But they have created rules. And those rules have created task list in the heart, that if I kick the ball and it goes to this location, checklist happens, I am happy. Why to have such a checklist which have no benefit to you? So it's all play of this checklist in the heart. And it's this big illusion. But the story doesn't end here. Not only it's illusion, it's negative. Because every attempt for sense gratification, that's called karma. When I try to enjoy my senses by coming in contact with sense objects, that's called karma, activity. Every karma gives an entanglement, karma phala. Just like there was a rat, a mouse, in an empty field full of sand. And it was afternoon, summer time, very hot sand. And the rat was having this burning sensation. The rat cannot stand, cannot walk, cannot sleep, cannot sit. The sand is very hot. So what is the rat doing? Going around, running in circles, finding some relief. But there is no relief. The field is empty. And the rat is going in circles in the ground to find some relief. And going in circles, the rat come to a spot where there is shade. Thanda, thanda, cool, very nice. Find some relief. What is that shade? There's the shadow of a cobra. So the rat comes on the shadow of the cobra. So nice, really. But what happens next moment? The cobra eats the rat. This is our life. We run around. That's karma. Running around is karma, working hard. And come to shade. That's coming in contact with sense object. Watching a movie. Relief. Reading a newspaper or a television. Or coming in contact with opposite gender, or eating in the restaurant, relief. But what is happening, my dear sir? The cobra of Maya is capturing you. That karma is going to give you karma phala, entanglement. And because of that, you'll have to continue the cycle of birth and death. So actually, it's not a relief. So just that mouse comes to a shadow and captured by cobra. We are every day captured by the laws of material nature. And we have to visit Yamraj. So the sense objects and attraction towards sense objects is what is driving this karma. So Lord Vamandev here is saying, one whose senses are uncontrolled, they will never be satisfied. And controlled senses can give us satisfaction. And that is what Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching us. Krishna consciousness is teaching us a different lifestyle. Not the same lifestyle as people around us who are not devotees. Don't compare yourself with them anytime. A different lifestyle which is not based on dependence on sense objects for happiness. Because sense objects, Gulab Jamun does not contain happiness. Let's go to that object or that source which actually contains happiness, and that's Krishna. Satchit. Krishna is Satchit Anand. Gulab Jamun is not Satchit Anand. It's earth, water, fire, air, ether. And earth doesn't have happiness, water doesn't have happiness, ether, air, fire do not have happiness. Krishna is Satchit Anand. So in order for my own happiness, I go to Krishna. Then I am Atma Suprasiddhati, completely satisfied. Because there's a natural relationship with Krishna. Just like a small baby is crying. You put that baby in any woman's lap, the baby will not stop crying. But you put the baby in mother's lap, the baby will stop crying. Somehow the baby identifies mother. You put the baby in Miss Universe lap, very beautiful lady. The baby will not stop crying. Or put the baby in a very rich woman's lap, wearing 1 lakh rupees sari and gold ornaments and diamond ornaments. The baby will not stop crying. The baby doesn't want beauty and money and rich and costume. Put the baby natural relationship in the mother's lap and baby will stop crying. The small baby who doesn't know right and wrong, doesn't know left and right, identifies the lap of the mother. There's a natural connection. In the same way, I have a natural relationship with Krishna and nobody else. Permanent, Sanatan, no beginning, no end, eternal, loving relationship with Krishna. So when I go to Krishna, like a baby going to the lap of the mother, I am naturally satisfied. But if I go to anybody else with whom I do not have this natural relationship anyway, I'll never be satisfied, whether it's Brahma or Shiva or Indra or Chandra or Surya or Ganesh or Durga or Varun or Agni or my father or mother or husband or wife or friend or neighbor or politician or leader or anybody. There will never be satisfaction because there is not natural. The only natural relationship is me and Krishna. And I have forgotten that. And I am looking for joy through some other relationship, which is not natural. It is clearly wrong. You'll never be happy. So the only way we can be satisfied is to have a connection with Krishna. Each one of us is part and parcel of Krishna. So when Krishna is happy, pleased, served, we automatically get pleased, happy, satisfied. Just like the leaf of the tree is connected to the tree. And all the leaves require water. So we don't climb the tree with a jug of water and a spoon and put 1 spoon water on each leaf. No, we just pour the bucket in the root of the tree and the leaf is satisfied because the leaf is connected to the root. Same way, Krishna is the root of the universe. So when Krishna is served, I am satisfied. Like my hands, legs, they all want food. And if I put it in the stomach, my limbs are satisfied. It is not that for satisfaction of my limbs, I have to put food directly to my organs, put dal in the ear, put sabji in the nose, put chapati, roti, rice in the eyes, put sweets in the leg. No, they all are connected to the stomach. Just give to the stomach, all will be satisfied. No more requirements. So Krishna is our stomach. Just give it to Krishna, serve him, give your time and energy to Krishna, and you will be satisfied. If you directly try to consume, you will not be satisfied. So we serve Krishna. And whatever way Krishna responds, we will be happy. Because his reciprocation is perfect. He knows what to do with us. By serving him, we are happy. Devotees throng in crowds on Janmashtami or any festival to the temples, and they want to see Krishna, Radha Krishna Abhishek, where they are given nice costumes, outfits, and garlands and ornaments, and Abhishek is done with milk and curd and ghee and honey and panchamrit and fruit juices. And we are happy having just a 1 minute glimpse of such a scene. And especially on Janmashtami, devotees are awake till late night, 12 o'clock, fasting just for that glimpse. And they are very satisfied. Imagine one of you is put on the table and somebody is doing Abhishek. How many people will come to watch it and become satisfied? You yourself will be unsatisfied. All milk and curd on it. But here, Janmashtami, we are preparing Janmashtami 2 months before with great enthusiasm. Why are you enthusiastic for a day where you will not get to drink, where you will not get to sleep, where you will not get to eat, and where you have to work 100 times more? Why is somebody looking for such a day where there is no eating, no sleeping, no drinking, and hard work for 100 times more? Because Krishna is pleased and that automatically satisfies me. Why? Because I have a natural relationship with Krishna. So this relationship exists. Our experience is the proof. So we should serve Krishna with full faith that whatever Krishna does is fine with me. Complete satisfaction. Whether he fulfills my desires or does not fulfill my desire, it doesn't matter. Whatever he does is good for me. That's faith. Like once, Arjuna, he went to Krishna. Said, Krishna, I want to speak about Subhadra. Who is Subhadra? Arjuna's wife and Krishna's sister. They are brother-in-laws. It's a sensitive relationship. Says, I want to speak about your sister Subhadra. Krishna says, what happened? Arjuna says, Subhadra's only young son Abhimanyu died in the battlefield of Kurukshetra right in front of you. And Subhadra knows you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are God, Bhagavan. Whatever you want, you can do. And you didn't protect Subhadra's only son Abhimanyu. In spite of that, Subhadra's love for you has not reduced. Arjuna says, I appreciate Subhadra for this. See, just imagine a normal family where a sister's young son dies in front of her brother. And the brother does not help to take the son to the hospital or whatever. Even doesn't help. Ordinary brother. Do you think that sister-brother relationship will continue? No, the sister will say, you didn't help my son. He died. Henceforth, don't talk to me. I will not see your face. She is the mother of the child. Your sister's son dies in front of brother, and brother is God, who can make dead alive, who made Sandipani Muni's son alive. And Subhadra knows my brother is God, Supreme Personality of God, and whatever he wants, he can do. And Krishna can easily make them win the war by keeping Abhimanyu alive. That was, the story could have been still possible. But still Subhadra thought whatever Krishna did is good for me. She was satisfied with what Krishna did, even though she had a loss of her own son. That is called faith on Krishna, steadiness in bhakti, to be satisfied. So in terms of our living, satisfaction also includes that we have minimum necessities, which we will cover in the next episode. Minimum necessities of life, a renowned simple life. Tushti means satisfaction, that I will be satisfied with minimum things in life and use everything in Krishna's service. So the foundation is that sense objects do not give happiness. So no use collecting them. Sense gratification and the attempt to sense gratification entangles us. The only way to be happy and satisfied is to connect to Krishna, with whom we have a natural relationship. And that connection is possible in association of devotees in ISKCON, by following morning program, by getting up early in morning, and attending Mangala Arati and Narsingh Arati, Tulsi Arati, and chanting minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then Shingarati, Guru Puja, Srimad Bhagavatam class, and reading Srimad Bhagavatam and book distribution and other services. 24 hours I should be connected to Krishna by somehow chanting, hearing, serving, deity worship, devotees, service, festivals, something or other I should do, keep connected to Krishna. That connection, that natural relationship keeps developing. That will give me complete satisfaction. Anything else we try is not going to work. In fact, whatever else materially we try is going to interrupt, is a disadvantage, is not favorable for my cultivation of relationship with Krishna. So material life we reduce and be satisfied with minimum, and spiritual growth we hope for by increasing our connection with Krishna, by increasing our engagement in Krishna consciousness. Be busy with Krishna. That's the mantra. Be busy with Krishna. That mantra we should remember. Something or other we should do for Krishna, and we'll be completely satisfied and joyful. We get higher taste. We get higher taste, we don't want sense objects. Automatically the necessities reduce. Lower things go away. Like as we have grown up now, where are our toys? We have all given up away. And now somebody brings a new toy, will not be interested. Because we got higher taste. We want a mobile now. New gadget. Not a new toy. The same way by Krishna consciousness we get higher taste, lower taste goes away. So we should be very serious in our process of sadhana, that we get completely satisfied, completely attached to Krishna. No more material hankerings, na sochati, na kanchati. And that way we can hope to go back to Krishna by Krishna's mercy. Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or comments, you may please carry on. Yes, Namrata Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you so much for such a wonderful class, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, as far when we sometimes when in practical life, when we are still doing our prescribed duties and in Grihastha ashram, is it unreasonable to have a checklist of having relationships around us which are more with basic necessity of being loved, accepted, and having that kind of expecting those things from relationship? Is it wrong to have that kind of expectations?
Well, we are not stones. We have emotions and feelings. So we do offer our love and we do expect some reciprocation. But we should know we are imperfect and people around us also imperfect. So even though such expectations may get fulfilled in a particular and specific way, it will always have its own limitations. And if we are concerned or attached to those aspects, then we'll keep having pains and hopes of better future, which doesn't happen. So best is to have so nice higher taste in Krishna consciousness that our needs are fulfilled. And whatever else we get in the material world, we accept it as our karma and carry on with our duties without any expectations. But it's a transition. We can't start it immediately. As I said, we are not stones. So we gradually hope to evolve and transform ourselves in such a way that we are satisfied with what we get. And everything else is being provided by Krishna, by a higher taste in Krishna consciousness. Okay?
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Vallabh Nimaya Prabhu. Oh, we have one more devotee.
Yeah.
Your name is not so clear to me in this screen.
Hare Krishna, Dhanotnam Puji, Anarpita Kripamai Das.
Anarpita Kripamai Prabhu. Okay, so we'll take your first because you raised your hand first.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So very wonderful lecture, eye-opening lecture. So I'm very grateful for your wonderful association, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, my question is this. So we are here getting so much knowledge, guidance, but these are all not for information, for the application. But I feel that my application part is somewhere lacking. So how to develop this application part? Where I am lacking, I am not able to check because of my ignorance. So please guide me. Today's lecture also having so many teachings, how to practice this application thing.
Well, we keep hearing and reading, that itself is devotional service, Shravanam and Kirtanam.
Mm-hmm.
And we apply by being busy with Krishna, especially doing nice morning program and nice service under, I think you are in temple, so temple management and devotees. So be busy with Krishna, applying the process of bhakti. So whatever Prabhupada has given the schedule for devotees, we keep following that. And our attitude towards bhakti will keep changing as we keep hearing and chanting. So we are already in the process, we just have to keep doing it. Okay?
Is there any way so we can focus on the some 1 or 2 points, so we someone is practicing something, like someone want to develop the quality of satisfaction, so is there any way so one can practice this by applying something?
Well, yes and no. Definitely there are, but our practice should be holistic. It's not that Monday I'll practice humility, Tuesday I'll practice satisfaction, Wednesday I'll practice austerity, or 1 month I'll practice this quality, then another month I'll call it. It should not be like that. We should have a lifestyle which includes most of the components of all the qualities. So we should include humility by every day waking up and paying obeisances to deities, Krishna, Guru, devotees, and offering ourselves as menial servant. We should include tolerance by every day, ready to bear pain for the service of Krishna, ready to be last in the queue of Charnamrit, ready to offer service to the devotees. We should be satisfied by whatever menu is there. I am happy with it. Whatever objects I have, I am happy with it. I am not hankering for something more. We should practice austerity by fasting on special days, by getting up early morning and sitting and chanting rounds. So the whole process which Prabhupada has given includes all this. At the same time, if we feel there's something missing in me, we can put some extra effort for it. So if we are in association of nice devotees who carry these qualities and Vaishnava etiquette, and we are following the process, all these qualities will develop in us. So when we are having an opportunity to introspect, we can introspect that am I becoming humble? Am I becoming satisfied? Am I becoming tolerant? Do I need to work on that? So yes, I need to work on my sense objects and satisfaction. Can I reduce the number of items in my house? Can I reduce the number of items in my life and be happy with bare necessities? And if yes, then start reducing. So the takeaway from this lecture is go back to your room and 3 items which you are there having the room, take it and give it in charity to other devotees. So that's going towards one step, minimalism. Okay, Prabhu?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So introspection is the key.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Then
Hare Krishna. Next, yeah, Vallabhinamai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, bro. Thank you very much, bro.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful, another wonderful lecture. So, bro, my question is, as you told, that by serving Krishna, one may become fully satisfied and happy. And Srila Prabhupada has also given the formula that we have to do whatever we do, we should do for the pleasure of Krishna. So, Prabhu,
Yes.
my question is, this is now I know theoretically that I have to do for the pleasure of Krishna, and I am trying that. But on what stage we actually, get it and do it? Is it like that at any stage we can do that, or is there any particular stage of bhakti we automatically start doing it?
At what stage we do what? Activities to please Krishna.
Yeah, for the everything for the pleasure of Krishna.
Everything.
No personal desire.
You're talking about everything.
Yes.
So
yes.
that's anya abhilashita shunyam. That's after anartha nivritti.
Nishtha.
Yeah. Till that we keep having mixed.
Yes.
But we start with that.
Yeah. Yes. Bro.
We continue to serve Krishna whatever stage we are in, and that service helps us to grow, and gradually the percentage of only pleasing Krishna increases.
Yeah.
And comes to 100% at the level of prema.
Yes. Prabhuji. The second, another question is also related to it, Prabhu, as you gave example of the Gulab Jamun. So it is also said when Krishna fulfilled desire, so he fulfills in a way that the desire is also, destroyed or satisfied, that we don't have the same further desire. So is it also at the same, like on that stage, at least at Nishta, we, like if we take example of Gulab Jamun, so there are two things. I offered the Gulab Jamun and I'm taking Gulab Jamun. After eating Gulab Jamun, the desire of another Gulab Jamun should vanish. Or another further stage, only by making for the Krishna Gulab Jamun for the pleasure of Krishna, I will be satisfied after offering. So are they also something connected with the...
Yes, it depends on the stage of our practice of bhakti and renunciation. So generally what you're talking about is, I make Gulab Jamun for Krishna is a dovetail. Dovetail means that I want to eat Gulab Jamun, but I can't eat without offering. So I dovetail my desire with Krishna. So I give him and then I eat. So at that stage, it doesn't vanish. See, there are 4 stages: delay, dovetail, diminish, destroy. So suppose a new devotee comes and says, I want to eat Gulab Jamun. I'll say, first chant your rounds and then go out and eat. That's called delaying eating Gulab Jamun. As he grows up, he says, I want to eat Gulab Jamun. I'll say, look, you first chant your rounds. I already delayed it for him. Then I say, no, you cannot eat outside. You have to cook yourself, offer it to Krishna and eat. So that's delay and dovetail. He offers to Krishna and eat. Then as he grows up and he comes to me, I want to eat Gulab Jamun. I say, look, every day is not good. You just do it once a month. Diminish. Once a month. So I'm not delaying, not only delaying it and dovetailing it, but I'm diminishing it. That once a month, after your rounds, you cook, offer, and then eat. And in the process of his practice of bhakti, it gets destroyed. Eventually, he doesn't have a desire for Gulab Jamun. He has a desire to please Krishna. And Krishna wants Gulab Jamun, then he will make every day. Like our pujaris do every day in the DT room. But do you think these pujaris are every day eating all the sweets? No.
So probably one little more question related to this last point you said, destroy. Yeah. When Krishna wants, so what is that stage that pujari, how pujari get to know that Krishna wants today Gulab Jamun or every day Krishna wants Gulab Jamun? How?
So it's like the mother knows what the baby wants. The baby doesn't have to say anything. Because there's a natural relationship of love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So the relationship has developed with the deities. So if Krishna wants mango, the pujari will understand he wants mango. If Krishna is feeling cold, pujari will understand Krishna is feeling cold. The relationship is developed.
But
don't we have relationships in our life where little bit we understand what the other person wants without asking?
Yeah.
So why not with Krishna and devotees and deities? That's much more advanced.
So how we should understand, bro, that there are some fixed timing. Time is okay, but there are fixed items for offering in Raj Bhog, in Bal Bhog, and in Sandhya Bhog. So how to connect with this? In temples, they are fixed, that puri, sabji, halwa, and something pagoda. That is fixed. Suppose.
No, so there is some standard to be maintained. You can always increase it. You can always increase it. You can always add it. There's some standard to be maintained. That standard should be fixed because there are different devotees on different stages of advancement. And it's a public place of temple. Krishna has been invited by the Acharya to present. So some standard has to be maintained. So we are not doing Raganuga Bhakti. We are doing Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, in which rules and regulations given by the Acharya has to be followed. So Prabhupada and Acharyas have set a standard. That standard has to be followed. But internally, if I have some spontaneous affection, I can offer more to Krishna. The spontaneous affection will not be such that, okay, I'll reduce for Krishna. It will be more only.
Yes. So one
But
last
we should
thing,
follow,
if you allow.
but we should follow the rules and regulations. In the name of spontaneous affection, we cannot disturb those. Otherwise, it will be whimsical devotional service. Today night, 2 o'clock, I cannot wake up and offer 500 agarbatis to Krishna because I have spontaneous attraction to give him fragrance.
Yeah, yes. Bro, one last thing, if you allow, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
As we offer so many things at our home, so it is at times for to satisfy our parents, it is at times to satisfy our kids, it is at times to satisfy ourselves. We want to eat something and we just offer, as you said, dovetailing. So on what stage it may happen at home even, that whatever. How could I know what is that? Is it that nistha only? Then only I can serve in that way, or is it is not possible otherwise? That even at home I can know that.
No, we should not be discouraged. Yeah, carry on.
That we cannot know what I can offer personally to Govindji at home.
No, so if you are dovetailing, you should not be discouraged by that. It's a very great stage. Keep dovetailing to Krishna, gradually growth will happen. And internally you will know the growth. You will not have this question.
Yes.
Right? So when growth is happening, questions of growth don't exist. It's like I am hungry and you're telling me to eat. And I say, no, tell me the stage at which my hunger will go away. You say, just eat, Baba. Automatically it will go away.
Yes.
So you give me 1 chapati, okay, 2, 3, at the 4th, oh, I am done. My stage is 4 chapatis. It will automatically happen. Doesn't require a question.
Yes, friend.
Okay?
Yes.
So
Yes.
dovetailing is a great stage. We continue that.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more questions? Comments?
Hare Krishna Guruji, may I
Yes.
one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guruji, in a stage of beginning, we can say that we have the desire almost for our own satisfaction. And as you told that suppose we will work for the Krishna satisfaction, we will be satisfied. Right now, we don't have much desire to satisfy the Krishna. We have desire to satisfy ourselves. So how we can increase more our desire to serve Krishna? Everyone is going through this process. So how you have practiced to satisfy the Krishna's desire? So please explain practically so I can develop these things.
Yeah, so those activities which please Krishna are known to us in terms of explanations in scriptures and instructions of spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada. So we start following that. So Krishna is pleased by chanting, so I do chanting. Krishna is pleased by Mangalarti, I do Mangalarti. Krishna is pleased by book distribution, I do book distribution. So those activities which please Krishna are available to us, known to us, so we start doing that practically. And if we have some desires within those activities, we dovetail them to Krishna's service. So if I like singing, and that's one desire, I like singing, and I see the list, there is music in Krishna consciousness, I can sing bhajans and kirtan. So I match those. Okay, I like singing, Krishna is pleased by bhajans, so I sing bhajans. So I like eating, and there is a match. Krishna is to be offered nice Rajbhog. So I match this two. I cook nice Rajbhog, offer it to Krishna, and dovetail my eating.
My point is here, Puji, this we do these things, but there is some thing is lacking, the intensity, the degree of surrender, degree of devotion is missing there. That is there, but not that much is required for the pleasure of Krishna.
So that intensity increases by chanting and hearing. When we associate with nice devotees, have very strong chanting and hearing, our internal attitude changes. And one very important thing, Anarpita Kripamai Prabhu.
Yes,
If you
Prabhuji.
don't have intensity, don't worry. Do it next life.
No, in this life I want to do. I
Then-
don't want to take a chance.
Then just increase it today. To go back home, back to Godhead.
I
This
need
life.
your blessing. I want to do anything. I
Do
need
it.
your blessings.
So that determination should be there. This life, last life. Then the intensity will be very high. My best wishes for you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, next. So we end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I hope you are satisfied. We'll meet again on next class. Hare Krishna.
Fully satisfied. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.